system seekers, it's Becca Niederkron with another episode of Becca TV with AgingInsider.com, and I have the fabulous Brad Pittman here from VTech. Hi, Brad.
Hello.
Great to have you on the show today. So we're going to be talking about the latest and greatest from VTech. So what do you guys have to share with us today?
Well, the phone system we're talking to you about today is our Careline product. And this is a telephone system that was designed specifically for the aging market. The market who are wanting to age in place and need some special features to take advantage of with their cordless telephone system. So we have 2 or 3 different models. We configure them in different ways. We have a cordless system with a pendant, and then a cordless system with a pendant.
Excellent. And do you have the phone there with you?
I do.
Okay, yeah. Hang on, grab it and
So
put it into the camera, because I've got one
Okay.
here, but you've got the whole system.
So here's the corded base.
Nice.
So,
okay.
big button, big display, picture, speed dial to make it easy for those routine calls that you make. You can just cut out a picture and slip it in there and just press and hold, and we'll dial that number after you programmed the number originally.
Perfect.
We have a cordless handset that allows you to place this handset and charger anywhere in your home. And so when the phone rings, you don't have to run and grab it off the corded base. You can have one of these handsets sitting all over your house. This system will allow you to have 12 different devices.
Wow,
so you
okay.
can have 12 handsets in your system. Or, and really what makes, what's special about this product is that, we have a pendant. We call this a safety pendant. So really this is a cordless telephone that's designed to be wearable. You can wear it around your neck, or you can clip it on. And I know you have the belt clip. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Hey, you guys, I'll show it here. Right here. This is just a typical holster that clips onto a belt or pants.
Absolutely. And this little pendant is a full functioning telephone. It has a speakerphone on the front that is excellent speakerphone. So you can sit and have a conversation with anybody using the speakerphone. So if a call comes in and you're wearing this around your neck, all you have to do is hit this button and you can answer your call. So if you're just sitting in an easy chair watching TV and a call comes in, you don't have to do anything to answer that other than hit this button. Or if you're out and about and you're in the garden and you're wearing this, it makes it really easy to answer a call. On the back of this handset, and I don't know if you can see it, there are 2 speed dial buttons that you can program these simply in the base unit on either frequently dialed numbers or emergency numbers.
Nice.
So you could program this as 911, and if for any reason something happens and you need help and you're wearing this, you just press that button, it'll connect you to 911, and because it has a speaker, you can talk to that person on the other end and solve your problems.
Perfect.
And so there are 2 numbers there. Also on the side, on both sides, there's a voice command button on this pendant. And what that allows you to do, it allows you to communicate with the base unit. So why would I want to communicate with the base unit? Well, one, I can get my messages. So if somebody calls and you don't pick up the call, they can leave a message on your base unit, and you can press this voice command button and instruct it to play your messages. And the messages stored in your base unit will be played on your pendant. You can also get missed calls, and it will say the name of the person who called you, and it's using the caller ID information.
Perfect. I don't think everyone screens their calls and prays, and on the other side they pray for voicemail. So great feature to have, because we're all checking our voicemails all the time.
Exactly, and talking about screening, the pendant and all of the other devices have voice announced caller ID. So when a call comes in, it will say the name of the caller, so it makes it really easy for you to screen, and you don't need the display. It'll just say the name, and so you can choose to make or answer that call or ignore it.
Perfect. And I love that you have an option to buy 3 units, so the corded, the cordless, and 1 pendant. Or you can maximize the number of cordless units in a system if you have a larger home or you want a phone in every single room, right?
Yes, and there's one more base. that I haven't shown,
Oh,
and it's a cordless system with an answering system in the base. So we have two
perfect.
base units. We have the corded one and the cordless one, and then we have the pendant and the accessory handset. So yes, you can mix and match
Yeah.
in many different configurations. And at retail, we're selling these in three different configurations. One with the corded base, a cordless handset, and a pendant, or the corded base and a pendant, or the cordless handset with a pendant. So you'll
Okay.
see many different
So
configurations.
every which way. And I really like this because, as I'll speak for all women, we are the multitaskers of the world. And so as
Absolutely.
we're running from room to room, we're working on the computer in one room, we're cleaning in another, we could grab a phone and vacuum at the same time. So I
Absolutely.
think it's perfect for multitasking. So why did VTech get into this market? Did they see a need for this?
Well, yes, we did. We are the global leader in cordless telephone sales and manufacturing. So we know how to make cordless telephones for the home. And we've been doing that for traditional residential homes for since the early 90s.
Right.
Then we saw this additional market, the PERS market, the personal emergency response system market, and we saw these pendants out there, and they do a lot of good, but when there is an emergency, they're worthless. So people wear these pendants around and only use them in case of emergency, and hopefully they don't have to use them a lot. So we saw an opportunity to enhance that experience by creating a pendant that has multiple functionality, and also you can program everything into our system, and you don't need to have a third-party monitoring service that you pay a monthly fee. So
Right.
we saw an opportunity
Huge.
to be different, to provide a significant savings and additional functionality. So
Right.
that's kind of what inspired us to do this.
Yeah, it definitely just extends and makes the most out of a phone system that someone already has. I live in a naturally aging community. So all of my neighbors are retired and just absolutely lovely. And they are little busy bodies.
Yep.
One of my neighbors was out gardening in the front of her yard and she fell. She was trying to reach a bush or a tree out in the distance, 5 houses down, fell. We
Yep.
live on somewhat of a busy street because there's a high school at one end. So there's always folks coming back and forth during lunch hour. She was stuck in her front yard for 5 hours and she never thought to bring her cell phone. Actually, I don't know if she has a cell phone. So she's just out gardening in her front yard and lay there for 5 hours, not
Yeah.
knowing what to do. She was yelling out for help, and even though people were passing by, we're in the suburbs. No one's necessarily just walking by in the middle of the day. They're just zipping by. The 16-year-olds are zipping by,
Yeah.
and if she had something like this, just in her pocket, around her neck. And she could have called inside the house. She could have called, not necessarily 911, but she could have called me. She could have called a neighbor. And so I see something like this as a simple but brilliant device to help someone out who's doing basic tasks. Have you
Yep.
heard a lot of feedback of similar stories like that?
We have. Now, this product just launched this past fall. And so we haven't got a lot of the emergency testimonials. We have received a lot of feedback on the cordless and communication aspects of it and how much they love the speakerphone. And it's funny. I've had a lot of people come and ask me for products, and I've seen a lot of feedback on a lot of people are gardening with these pendants, and just the flexibility of having a telephone with you while you're doing your day-to-day activities. And so, fortunately, I haven't heard of a lot of the emergency scenarios, which makes me feel good. And I know they happen out there, but I haven't heard a lot of how, when they've fallen, they've used this device.
Yeah, look. I see this as something I could use when I'm
Yep.
outside gardening. I could call my husband and say, "Hey, come on out."
Yeah,
Help me reach
that's a
this.
good
So
point.
non-emergency issues too. It's so simple.
Exactly, and there is an intercom using that voice command button. You can
Yeah.
intercom the different handsets or the base unit. So
Right.
there's many additional communication functions. So it isn't a PERS, it's a communication device that has some safety benefits to it.
Exactly. So who do you see owning this system?
Well, the ideal candidate for this product is somebody who we believe is a senior and they're wanting to age in place. And I believe these people are having a lot of negotiations with their family members on staying in their home. And their family members are nervous. And so we designed this product to enhance somebody's capability inside their home in cases of emergency to help make the family members feel more confident that if something does happen, then they have a device that can get help.
Absolutely. Okay, I think that's brilliant. I'm going to send this probably to every relative. All my relatives are in Florida, and it's also something that it seems that it can easily be streamlined into their life without coming across as I'm the nervous daughter, who is probably the main purchaser, but it's something that they could easily put into their life without it coming across as too offensive or you're aging or you're old. It's just like, look, this is communication. Dial in, plug in some numbers to your sister who lives around the corner or to my great aunt who lives 10 miles away. It's just easy communication. Everyone can have one. And if something happens, they don't have to feel that they're connected to 911, but they can reach somebody.
Exactly, and it's very affordable. Most of the scenarios, the configurations are below $100. There's no monthly monitoring fees. So that's really kind of what we were going after, is provide an affordable solution that they can use on a daily basis.
Exactly, perfect. So this is fantastic. What's next for VTech and this market?
That's a great question. We're looking at trying to utilize our capabilities to help solve problems for this demographic. So what our capabilities are is wireless communication within the home and making it affordable. So we're looking at other solutions that we know that there's problems, and we've partnered with an organization called Orcatech. They are a whole group of doctors who are affiliated with our local university, who are experts in the elderly demographic and technology. And I meet with them regularly, and so we look at problems they're aware of. So one, if I've fallen and I need help, this safety pendant is a great solution. So great, we've got a solution for that. What's next? So we're looking at solutions for helping this demographic take their medication. The statistic I heard from this Orcatech group was 50% of the elderly market do not take their medication correctly on a daily basis. So we see an opportunity to use some of our technology to help the adherence on that. We're looking at doing additional pendants and designs, more functionality, and maybe some additional monitoring. We're looking at some doorbell monitoring and some home monitoring and sensoring to all add to this system.
Nice. And it sounds like you guys aren't doing it alone. You're really reaching out for feedback on all aspects of your products.
Absolutely.
And one thing, when I received your product, the VTech Careline home system, or phone system, excuse me, the first thing I look at when I'm sent a product is the manual. Yep. How is the manual designed? What is the font? What is the font size? And so it sounds like you guys have really reached out and said, how can we, from A to Z, how can we make this product the best it can be for this specific market?
Absolutely, absolutely. And we use Orcatech a lot in every aspect of where we put a button, what message we put in the display, on our manuals, how we should write those. So they've assisted us. Obviously, we know how to produce cordless phones, but we looked at every aspect to making sure this product works for the demographic we're trying to sell it into.
Perfect. Okay, so we've talked this product up. If someone says, hey, I've got to get one right now, where can they go to buy one?
Today, you could go buy a system at Radio Shack. In their 6,000 plus stores. Also, BJ's Wholesale Club in the Northeast is carrying this product. We're also selling a lot of these configurations into major national retailers that are launching them this May.
Excellent.
So you'll be able to buy it at Walmart, Target, Sears, Kmart, Staples, Office Depot, Office Max. I'm just looking at my list over here. I think I hit them all.
I think you hit. I mean, that really covers the earth. But Radio Shack is in every single neighborhood, and that's right
Yes.
now. But in just 1 month or less, it's going to be at Walmart, Target, Office, everywhere. So,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
perfect. And if someone wanted to chat with you guys, can they find you online?
Yes. So we have a specific Careline link on our corporate website, which is
Okay.
vtechphones.com.
Okay,
And look
perfect.
for the Careline link. We spent a lot of time and energy on this website on talking about all the benefits. We have videos of just feature videos, and then we also have how to use and how to set up videos. So there's a lot of information on our website.
Okay, and I'm going to put the link below. You guys are also on Twitter, Facebook, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put those links below. Any contact information, I'll just put it there for folks to click through and find out how to get it or to talk to you guys. And I talk to VTech phones online all the time through Twitter. I'm all over Twitter, and I get a response so quickly. So if you want to find out more, just tweet them, Facebook them, call them, find them on the website. And then, of course, you guys have tons of video, this is just the age of video, and it's a great way to, which is exactly what we're doing now, great way to find that key piece of information in a visual and audio format very quickly.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Well, Brad, thank you so much for joining me today on another episode. I really appreciate your insight and learning more about the product.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
All right, you guys, thanks for joining us. Again, leave your comments below, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Hey you, where are you going? Stick around for another video. Left or right? Left or right? Hey, don't forget to subscribe.